President Donald Trump issued an executive order on Friday approving U.S. Steel's merger with Japan's Nippon Steel after the company signed a national security agreement with the U.S. government. U.S. Steel and Nippon said the national security agreement will give the U.S. government a golden share and make certain commitments related to governance, domestic production, and trade. The companies did not elaborate on what powers the U.S. government will wield with its golden share. All necessary regulatory approvals for the partnership have now been received, and the partnership is expected to be finalized promptly, U.S. Steel and Nippon said in a statement. The National Security Agreement calls for Nippon to make $11 billion in new investments by 2028, including initial spending on a greenfield project that will be completed after 2028, the company said. Trump said Thursday that the golden share gives the president total control without elaborating. Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick told CNBC last month that the golden share will effectively allow the government to control a number of board seats. Trump opposed U.S. Steel controversial sale to Nippon in the run-up to the 2024 president election, as Republicans and Democrats have leaned into protecting U.S. companies against foreign competitors. But Trump started softening his opposition to the takeover after assuming office, ordering a new review of the deal in April. President Joe Biden had blocked U.S. Steel's sale to Nippon during his final days in office, citing national security concerns, despite Japan being a close ally. Trump has avoided calling the deal an acquisition or merger, describing it as a partnership in a May 23 post on his social media platform, Truth Social. He insisted that U.S. Steel will remain controlled by the USA during a speech to workers at one of the company's plants outside Pittsburgh on May 30th. U.S. Steel made clear it would become a quote, wholly owned subsidiary of Nippon North America under the terms of the merger agreement in an April 8 filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Trump's description of the deal as a partnership caused confusion among investors and union leadership. The president told U.S. steel workers that Nippon will be a quote, great partner. The Trump administration is currently engaged in trade talks with Japan, as investors eagerly await signs that the U.S. will strike deals with key partners that avoid steep tariffs. Trump told the steelworkers that Nippon had agreed to keep U.S. Steel's blast furnaces operating at full capacity for a minimum of 10 years. The president said the deal would not result in layoffs and promised there would be no outsourcing whatsoever. He said workers will receive a $5,000 bonus. Trump announced that he was doubling U.S. tariffs on steel imports to 50% during his remarks to U.S. steelworkers. Those tariffs went into effect on June 4th.